Good morning. Happy November. Happy All Souls Day. Happy Scorpio season. Okay, there's a lot going on this month. Okay, November. We are in Scorpio season. Scorpio season started in October, but Scorpio, as far as the sign where the sun is in the sign of Scorpio, will be pretty much the majority of the month of November. Okay, so I just kind of like to add, reference to the month, beginning of the month, as well as the astrological season we're in. Scorpio deals with death. Scorpio deals with transformation, okay, rebirth. Also deals with dealing with like grief, psychology. So because this is not just the day, All Souls Day, which is a day, a holiday that's that's reserved, okay, or celebration, or a day that's reserved, excuse me. And in some cultures, it is celebrated, like Dia de los Muertos is similar to All Souls Day, where it's pretty much a celebration of a person's ancestors and the dearly departed. So this could be friends, family. Now, today specifically is a day celebrated, to kind of remember those that have been lost, like loved ones and friends, and kind of offering prayers. And some people light candles and different ways to be able to do that. But it's a time to kind of, it can bring up a lot of sadness. So therein, with that Scorpio reference to like grieving and psychology, this, don't, if you are someone that gets depressed during this season, which is common. This is a time of year where there's more darkness, that there's less of light hours, okay? We'll be having daylight saving times where the time changes, and it's going to be less sun, okay? It's colder, okay? In some regions, it gets really, really cold, so a lot of people start staying in, so there's less socializing as far as like going out to being with friends and things like that. And some people are away from family. Some don't have that many families. So some people get depressed during this time of year. So although there's for some a lot of celebrations, like with the Thanksgiving holiday coming up, and also families starting to kind of get together and gather during this time of year. For others, it's a time of great sadness, especially for those that do celebrate these particular holidays, but they've lost someone recently. This could be a really, really difficult time to have these particular celebrations, and that person is not at the table, during the or in the home or part of these celebrations. So, use ways to kind of keep yourself emotionally kind of balanced during this time, because it could be pretty intense. Okay, this could be a really intense time of the year. Although it is a happy time, it also can bring up some mixed emotions as well. Okay, so I like to pull these cards. I pulled cards before: the Ace of Earth, Queen of Earth, and the Four of Fire and Three of Fire. These deals with like celebrations, giving. This could be a time of volunteering. If you're someone that you're away from your family, if you don't have that much family, you can volunteer your time. This will kind of help you deal with the sadness. A lot of times when we have grief or we have like strong emotions, we want to run from those emotions. But sometimes you don't have to run from the emotions. You allow the emotions to work with you. You kind of transform. It's like with death. You're transforming. A person is transforming into another aspect of living, okay? Continuing on. And so that's like with emotions, because it is a vibration, okay? It's vibrating. Like planets are vibrating, okay? Some people like to use the word energy. I use it sometimes. But vibration, speaking of it from a physics or scientific aspect, planets are vibrating. They're doing things. They're putting off gases. They're putting off different things. You can transform these particular feelings because they emit energy. Okay, they emit. It's sending out vibrations. That's why people always say, "Well, I don't like your vibe," or "This person has a good vibe," or "This person has a bad vibe." That's because they're picking up on the emotional atmosphere of a place or a person. So you can change those feelings and transform them. If you're feeling sad, you can change sadness into gratitude. You can volunteer, you can give, and then that will allow you not to sit in a place of grief, and get depressed. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I like to do these again as I'm doing the read. This is the monthly forecast for the month of November, also Scorpio season, and also the beginning of the holiday season, and also the end of 2023. Okay, so this may kind of go into a lot of different areas, but let's see. Okay, let's see. These are Angel Tarot cards. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. So this is like moving forward successfully. It indicates that actions that you have taken previously, these were, it's momentum, it's building, it's gaining, you're getting progress and success based off of good works. When I just spoke of transforming grief, you can also help yourself build up, I call it a karmic bank account. This is when we do things from a place of our heart, giving and with no expectation from the person. Like if you're going to like a homeless shelter or a place that's giving out food during the holidays, you're not expecting anything back from the people that you're helping, okay, or these organizations that you're volunteering for, but you're helping to build up your karmic bank account. Okay, this can help transform grief. This can help transform feelings of helplessness, to know that someone is it needs you, is thankful for having you, being able to help serve them. So this is picking up on things like that, the actions that we take that yield results, okay, great success and results, okay, and progress being made. The Nine of Air, okay, this is called the Nightmare card. Okay, this is when there's a great deal of stress, anxiety, pressure, sleeplessness, okay. This is the head, this is the mind. Air element deals with thinking, okay. This is like, even if you are an air sign, Aquarius is an air sign, Libra is an air sign, Gemini, these are air signs, thinking, okay. Or if you're a person that just thinks a lot, you go into your head, okay, especially during times of stress, this can be really difficult, okay. So at these times, it is helpful to relax, okay, meditate, nurture your mind, nurture your spirit. Know that you have a guardian angel. These are actually cards from the guardian angel deck. Everyone has at least one guardian angel. This guardian angel is with you, even when you don't know the guardian angel is with you. I say this not just because I'm reading cards. I know this. I'm not a young bunny, okay? I've lived life. And, I've been through life, I've raised children, I'm raising children. I've worked, I am working, work busy. There's so many things that come up in life. And and sometimes you can look back once you get older and you realize, or go through experiences, knowing that sometimes you don't even know how to deal with the situation and something just kind of shows up for you. Something's helpful for you. That's your guardian angel. Yes, and God, the divine, but the divine directs your guardian angel to be there with you and walk with you through life, to kind of guide you and help you along the way. And so at times when you're feeling like this, is to realize that you have a guardian angel, okay? And pray to God that you recognize the presence of your guardian angel to bring you comfort during times of suffering and great anguish, okay? The Six of Water. This is a card. It's called the Cup, Six of Cups in the traditional tarot, that deals with like childhood memories, nostalgia, thinking back. This could be the resurgence of past relationships, okay? But memories, okay? Sometimes memories can trigger, okay, feeling like anxiety and anxiousness, okay, especially around the holidays, okay, when you're getting around people. Sometimes people can trigger, especially memories, and especially when you're a family and there's unresolved issues. That's why a lot of times the holidays are really difficult. It brings up a mix of emotions because you may family, friends, making plans to kind of be around people that there's different personalities, there's unresolved issues, there's all these things going on, but you still want to be part of the celebration. So this would be helpful in this Knight of Fire. This deals with taking action, quick action. Sometimes this is good, sometimes it's bad. In places and things dealing with romance, this is not necessarily the best energy, because this could indicate like passion and getting involved physically too soon, okay, before kind of building up an emotional connection. This sometimes will destroy relationships later on, because there was no connectedness emotionally in other areas built before there's this very strong physical connection. But there's sometimes where this type of energy is helpful, where you have to move quickly, you have to do things quickly in order to take, an opportunity presents itself, and you want to be able to seize the moment, so to speak. So this would be an energy that's necessary, this Knight of Fire, okay? But also it speaks to confidence. This person doesn't have any lack of confidence here. He has his flowers in his hand. He is running to his, like his love, okay? So sometimes, we need to be confident and know that we have what's necessary to navigate ourselves through a situation, whether that's time of grief, whether that's times of mourning, celebrations, knowing that, if you're around family, some families, Scorpio, like going back to the zodiac, okay? Scorpio deals with taboos. Scorpio deals with some really, really serious, sometimes sinister type of situations. And, we can't choose our families. Sometimes people are born into families that have all kind of toxic issues. Even the traits we sometimes inherit are toxic ourselves. They're traits that we get that are inherited that we have to work out, okay? No one's perfect. We don't live in a perfect world. No family's perfect. So, this is a time to kind of be confident in who you are, okay? And don't allow others' judgments of you to define who you are. Be confident in who you are. Be assured of who you are. Be assured of what you bring to the table, whether that's a pumpkin pie, a sweet potato pie, or whatever the case may be, or just yourself, your laughter, your smile, your presence, okay? Someone, if you feel like, it's going to be stressful, it's the mother-in-law, she doesn't like me, it's going to be issues, all those types of things, know that there's someone else there that enjoys your presence, that wants you there, that looks forward to you. You may not even know. There may somebody else may be having the same exact feeling that you're having, and just seeing you there brings this person joy and happiness. So I'm going to go into now the astrological reading. That's more angel cards. Just kind of picking up on the holidays, kind of how to navigate it through, how to deal with stress. Also, check out the link in my bio. There's teas there, calming teas, also essential oils. Get yourself a bracelet. I have in my link in my bio various different diffuser gemstone bracelets, okay? Lava stones. Add yourself some lavender. I went to a dentist appointment one day. I had to get some dental work done. And and I know I neglected, going, doing dental work. So I had to go get deep clean and so forth and so on. So anyways, I'm sitting there and I was dreading it before, like completely dreading it, So I'm like, I'm ready. I had my diffuser. I had a diffuser necklace at that point. So I put some lavender oil in it. When I am telling you, I had my earphones on, but I don't think it was the music that did it. No, I wasn't my music. I was listening to, Michael Beckwith at Agape. So I was just, everything in my arsenal I just wanted to use to kind of keep myself kind of together during this little dental visit, because I was just dreading it. So anyways, I had some lavender oil and I put on my diffuser necklace, and when I'm telling you, I was falling to sleep during this dental visit. It was the most relaxing. They was talking. It was all kind of, because it was a dental office. Of course, you had different people, all these things going on. And when I'm telling you, I was falling asleep. The lavender, I put lavender essential oil. It was a necklace, but you can put that on a bracelet as well. When you go to these family functions, get a diffuser bracelet, put some lavender oil on it. You'll be so relaxed in that you'll be just so relaxed. Okay, and I know that for a fact. I used it myself. I mean, I went to the dentist, and a lot of people dread the dentist, like people dread speaking in public, and it works. So, there's tools that you can use to navigate situations. Sometimes we don't want to run away from things, like with this Knight of Fire, that card with him running too. Sometimes we have a fight or flight syndrome, and I say sometimes we have it inherently in us. We either fight, meaning we will go forth, or we will withdraw. Sometimes you want to go forth, even if you're fearful or you have something, you're dreading something, sometimes you want to go forth, okay? Go into it, run into it, okay? Run towards it, don't run away from it, but you want to have tools to help you, okay? So that is where we use our self-care tools. We use our breathing techniques, meditation to kind of navigate through situations, okay? So with that, I'm going to do a astrology reading for the month of November, okay? And see what this astrological season months, okay? has in place for us? Saturn. So Saturn, okay, Saturn rules Capricorn. Saturn also rules Aquarius too. You know, traditionally, before the planet Uranus was located, okay, sometimes we say found, but it was like it was never lost. We just didn't know it was there. So your Saturn actually rules. It's a co-ruler of the sign Aquarius as well. So you get this kind of, you know, a lot of times when people think of Saturn, it's kind of like this kind of structured discipline. And some people, even in astrology, are like fearful of that Saturn type of energy, because we have what's called our Saturn return every 29 years, where during this time it's known that there can be difficult times in our life. People can be going through divorces. I mean, it could be major like life changes during these Saturn returns. So Saturn is just known to be like this strict authoritative type of figure, like father figure, authoritative. But Saturn has another side to Saturn as well. Saturn's not trying to punish us, or that type of energy, that authority is not trying to punish us, okay? So for the most part, okay, it is to create order. Okay, now sometimes how that order is maintained, yes, it can be oppressive. It can be kind of like, you know, stifling. But for the most part, it's Saturn energy is to maintain order, okay, and tradition, and keeping things going, keeping like societies in order, okay. Ninth house of the zodiac, okay, this deals with like travel, philosophy, religion, ruled by the planet Jupiter, okay. So this is energy dealing with like you know, again, during the holidays, travel, you know, travel season. A lot of people are traveling to visit family and be with family. Capricorn. So picking up on Capricorn energy specifically, okay, with Capricorn rules like work, okay, work, our career, things like that. So this is a time where people are taking time off of work. This may also be a time, let's see with the last card, Taurus. Yes, and Taurus deals with earned income, money, okay, also deals with work as well. So I get the sense that with this particular reading, picking up on, you know, Saturn, which rules Capricorn, Capricorn dealing with work, Taurus dealing with work as well, ninth house dealing with travel, but typically when people travel, they take vacation. I get the sense, if you, with that angel card reading, picking up on that Nine of Swords, like stress, this is a great deal of stress and anxiety. Sometimes you need a break. This is the perfect time of year to take a break. Some people have not taken vacations in years, okay? And you are burnt out, okay? You're operating either off of antidepressants and anxiety medications. You're medicating yourself with alcohol, medicating yourself with drugs and everything else. Sometimes your body just needs a break. You would lessen the need for those things if your body had time to like recuperate and to kind of process even things you've been through in the process of all these years where you haven't took a vacation. Give yourself a break. Take a vacation. This is a good time of year to take a vacation. Even if you don't have a specific place to go, okay, take some time off, but I would do something with that time, because if you've been in high wire mode for a long time and then you just take time out and you just veg out, your body might go into some similar type of a shock type of thing, like, oh my God. So you want to replace the work, as far as your work environment, going to work, for something you may want to do. You know, you can plant. There are certain types of plants that you plant during certain types of the year, and it's the ideal time. You may want to locate some of those types of plants, or research, plants, or things like that. Gardening is good. Painting is good. Things like that. Taking up something that's therapeutic, as far as, you know, getting your hands dirty, or getting your hands molding, or something like that, to kind of take the pressure off your mind, so that it can relax. And our bodies are amazing. If we put the right things in and give ourselves rest and water, it's amazing what the body can do, okay? And it lessens the need for reliance on, you know, medications and drugs and alcohol and all those types of things, when you properly treat your body kind. Sometimes we treat our motor vehicles kinder than we treat our own bodies, okay? So I'm getting the sense that this reading is more so focusing on taking some time off, relaxing, learning ways, therapeutic ways to be able to relax and to detox. And if you won't be around family or friends this year, volunteer. You know, people get lonely during this time of year. People are around people that are talking about what they're going to be doing with family and friends, and it could cause a person to start feeling a sense of sadness. Or some people have lost people in their family and are grieving. But there are different self-care tools and techniques that you can use to help navigate yourself through this time of the year. So with that, I'm going to end this. Happy All Souls Day. I send my condolences to anyone that has lost anyone, and grieving. Also, Thanksgiving is coming up for those that do celebrate Thanksgiving. I typically more focus on the indigenous, focus on that day. I do believe in giving thanks to family and things like that, but it's celebrating a holiday specific to Thanksgiving. I don't necessarily participate in that itself because of the negative connotations to Native American people, their culture. So I just, but, again, for those that celebrate it, happy Thanksgiving. And also we will be having our biggest shopping season of the year, Black Friday. You want to kind of not put yourself in a situation where you're creating stress for yourself later by overindulging. Before I did the live video, I got the Queen of Pentacles. This is a volunteering person, giving person, loving person, but this picks up on that type of person, tendency to overindulge. So if you're one of those people that overindulges, spends too much is what I'm speaking of, you may want to put a holiday budget before a shopping budget together before Black Friday hits, okay? And so that you have a limit to how much you're going to spend. So now you're not tail spinning afterwards because you've spent too much. Now you're going into the new year with debt. And now your New Year's resolution is to get out of debt, where you can focus on something else because you didn't get into debt this year. So, we have to move forward and find ways to be proactive in dealing with situations before they come up. So one of that is to kind of put a holiday budget, stick to the budget, and avoid, having a nightmare type moment of having, financial meltdowns after the holiday season. So with that, have a good day, have a good week, have a happy Thanksgiving, have a happy holiday and the different observances that you celebrate during the month of Thanksgiving, or the month of November, and those that do celebrate Thanksgiving, blessings and good well wishes for you and your family.